we're going to be, hopefully, the second generation of the migrants that come here will hopefully do better financially, right? Because you've been here longer, you've been exposed to a little bit of more things, the language, so you should be able to do a bit better financially. So the amount of financial aid that I got, my children are not going to receive that, right? Because you compare my income now and my wives versus my parents,
Right.
they're not going to be the same. So I think that those conversations are definitely good to have and early. And not only, and it's not just about the money. I think it's more about the perspective that we now as second generation immigrants bring to the table. Like my parents never talked to me about debt, about finances. All they knew is that, and by the way, I don't blame them at all. They, in their mind is like, they did what was best, what they thought was best, which was,
Right.
I need to get my kid to go to college because that's what I understand is going to give them the best chance to succeed.
Yeah, they did the best
Now,
they could with the information they had at the time.
exactly. And we have a little bit more information, especially with the internet now. So I think it's up to us to really teach our kids about the different options that they have and educate them as much as possible. And like, hey, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be, etc., college is one option. And if this is the way that you want to go, how do we do it in a smart way?
Right.
And how do we
Yeah.
not get $100,000 into debt or 200,000 into debt?
Yeah. Agreed. And it's that critical thinking piece that I am trying to really teach my son. It's how to critically think through situations like that. So what would be best for me, right? So he's already, as a freshman in high school, thinking about, okay, what is it that I'm going to do long term? And he doesn't know it freshman year, but he has that in his mind as something that he needs to figure out. And now he's approaching school with that mentality of, I'm going to get good grades, but as a part of this, I'm going to also see what is it that I really am good at. One, what is it that I really like? And then again, what is it that can make me money?
Mm-hmm.
And when those three things intercede, that's where I'm going to go, right? So he's already thinking that and has that perspective in his mind. Because at the end of the day, the decision is his. And some of the best lessons are learned through, in my opinion, are learned through the mistakes that we make.